Welcome in, everybody, into our third Loose Cheetos. No, thank you. Welcome into our third three-map series of the day, and it is going to be on the left-hand side, DMW versus ES, Exodia stack. This is going to be Infernal Shrines, map number 1. The coin flip, I believe, was won by the members of DMW, so they opted in for first pick priority. They banned away First Hollow and Blackheart's Bay. Battlefield of Eternity and Tomb of Spider Queen will be the bans from Exodia stack, and ES will have your first pick of Infernal Shrines. There is a tournament shenanigans, or restrictions, I guess we'll call them. Restrictions are probably a more correct terminology. The restrictions for the tournament are Meta Madness rules, meaning that the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in the three-map series in this group stage. Bans at the top of the screen do not carry over, so Lucio could be played in map 2 or 3 if he's not banned, but of course the moment he's played, then he can't be played again. We also do have 11 baseline bans for this group weekend. I believe more are going to be added in next weekend. Today's bans are going to be Anduin, Blaze, Dehaka, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Medivh, Sergeant Hammer, and Valla. Those 11 heroes are unavailable for the entirety of the tournament. I don't believe that list will change. Only more heroes are going to get added to it as the tournament goes on further. So when we get into map number 3, which is a guarantee in this 3-map series, 31 heroes will be unavailable. After the ban phase, 35 of the 90 heroes will be unavailable for that map number 3. And let's get into it. I believe that is all the housekeeping you need to know. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff so we can grow the YouTube channel. We're getting really close to 700 subs, which my YouTube, I don't make any money off of YouTube. It's more work than anything else for me, but the YouTube is slowly growing. So if you'd like to support the YouTube, every little bit helps us out. Exclamation YouTube here on the Twitch side of things. If you're on YouTube side, thanks for watching over there. I really do appreciate the support. Genji was banned, even though he doesn't need to be banned right there, so that's interesting. Lucio will be banned, Chromie, and ETC. What is the reason behind the bans? This is the tournament restrictions. What's up, Azurnock? This is literally just the way that Meta Madness is run. And the additional hero bans is just like a community thing, so that way, like, because Meta Madness is fun, and then but if you don't have baseline bans, you're still gonna get the first map of a series will still have like Blaze, Genji, Hanzo, Anduin, blah 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 blah. So the tournament restrictions out. These are voted on by Caldor's community because it's his tournament. So they voted on these. When we get if I remember correctly, if I remember the rules correctly, when we start the playoffs on December 13th.
The wait is over.
When we start the playoffs on December 13th, I believe we'll be at 25. I believe the max bans will be started then, I believe. I'll have to double check on that one. But let's get back into the draft here, as we do have a Tyrael first pick on the left side, Cassia, Deckard, Kane. And what do you think about it, Bandit? You got tasty paws? Always. Next person who says shenanigans is gonna get pistol whipped. God, it's such a good movie. Yeah, it's not so much the most popular heroes, it's more so what was voted on. But of course, you know, what was voted on is very, very popular heroes, or heroes that you just don't want to see. Like, Sergeant Hammer doesn't see a giga amount of play, but she's annoying to deal with. Valla, you know, she pops up here and there, but she's not, like, a super big priority. Junkrat's a big priority, Blaze, Dehaka, Genji, Hanzo, yeah, those are all, like, very, very common ones, but it's all voted on by his community. I'm just here to cast the games and make some silly little jokes and talk about 40k. Apparently, we talked a lot of 40k in the last week. Oh boy, I'm turning into one of them. All right, Rhaegar will be banned away. Diablo to be removed as well. Someone pistol whip him. Tyrael, Maiev, Yrel. Shrine Clear is really lacking on both sides. I'd like to see some sort of mage from either of them. I love Mephisto on this map personally. I think Kael'thas is okay. Jaina is pretty good. Gul'dan is actually solid, and either team could go Gul'dan right here. I'd actually really like to see a Gul'dan. By the way, Reckety Noob is a sub for this map number 1. I believe Hazu will be here for map 2 and 3. I think. I might actually be wrong on that, but Reckety is a sub for this one if you are curious about that. If you're like, wait, where's Hazu? I'm not 100% sure. I saw him online earlier today playing Storm League or ARAMs, so I don't know where he's off to right now. You gotta make lunch. Enjoy your lunch. We'll be here when you're back, probably. Unless your lunch is gonna take you an hour and a half to make. Right wing with the Sylvanas. The push potential mobility is extremely... Well, the mobility on the left-hand side is really high. I mean, Spirit of Vengeance, Aldurin's Might, Avenging Wrath, Blink Heals, Pixie Dust, as well as Haunting Wave. Lot of mobility on the left-hand side. Cassia, Deckard, Garrosh, Malthael. Decent amount of control, though. Like, Deckard Kane shapes. You've got potential Valkyrie from Cassia. Garrosh with Toss and Groundbreaker, maybe Decimate. Falstead will be the last pick. I'm a little surprised we saw 0 Gul'dan, especially for Infernal Shrines. But either way, let's go ahead and get into it. The Twitch prediction's going. Massive gamble came out from Rommel. Let's see where we end up with Infernal Shrines. Oh, he is, Wash? Oh, because I saw him playing, I saw him playing ARAMs literally at the start of today's games. So, is he, like, streaming from there, Wash? Thanks for the info, I appreciate it. I know it's not Munich. I know Munich's not the correct pronunciation, but I'm not going to try and embarrass myself with the German pronunciation. My dad taught it to me ages ago, and I still can't say it right. There's inflections that, if you don't make these inflections your entire life, it's kind of hard to, you know, do them yourself.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
That's why you hear so many, like, European people, like, when you say something in their language, they keep correcting you. You're like, I'm saying it right. It's like, no, you're not. Bad Benny on the right side for Exodia stack. We'll be playing your Garrosh, Rekity on the Falstad, Yasu on Deckard, Dayquaza, Malthael, and Dino will be your Cassia. Left side of the map is going to be DMW with the Evil playing Yrel. Theoden, I think is how you say the name, is on the Medivh. Dark Wolf playing Tyrael. Sarani is on that Sylvanas, and White Tiger playing your Brightwing. Oh, okay, thank you, Wash. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, like, literally the first map of today's game started, and I saw he was still in an ARAM, because I was going to invite him. And then I was like, oh, maybe he's doing, like, maybe he's, like, prepping for his matchup today or something, so either way, that's cool. It's like Mew and Pokemon. Yeah, it's just, there's, yeah, anyways. And Umbrobind will pull Garrosh to the side. Bad Benny may get taken down. And Sylvanas will be able to get credit for first kill. Garrosh, little wave on the side right there. Greater Polymorph level 1, Ardent Defender for the Tyrael. Yrel Dauntless. Oh, we got this one. It is the Might of the Banshee Queen. Boom, nailed it. That talent I am working on, because Overwhelming Affliction and Might of the Banshee Queen, I always flip them. Pursuit of Vengeance for the Medivh, Charge Strikes Cassia, Sapphire Deckard Kane, Fear the Reaper Malthael, Frequent Flyer Falstad, and that will be your Warbreaker Garrosh. As bottom lane camp is being poked at from both sides. Bad Benny is back. Spirit of Vengeance. Alright, first Punisher. Top lane will be an Arcane Punisher. No solo laner up here just yet. I think Yrel was catching a bit of mid lane soak while the allies were working on some of those camps, but it does not seem like left side has been grabbed by DMW. I think Exodia stack will have Dayquaza finish out bottom. And the double soak from mid to top continues. White Tiger will assist in Sarani's camp grab. I don't think we'll see an invade on this from Bad Benny or Dino. I think it's just mostly going to be focusing onto the wave. Oh, where's Crush, by the way, to root against the first pick Cassia? It was first pick Cassia with Deckard, if memory serves right, in the draft. Yeah, because then we got Malthael, then we had Garrosh Falstad at the end. Fend in from Cassia. Sarani on the left side is trying to back away. There's going to be a toss Groundbreaker into Theoden. Falstad hammering comes through and gets credit for the kill. Dark Wolf a little bit low, taken down by Malthael, and the invade on the camp is successful. That, I believe, is 3 camps all grabbed. Yeah, that is 810 extra experience, plus a little bit more from the later kills here. So a small experience gain, a little bit from minions as well, and it's going to be, in total, about 3k, actually. It's not that small. rolling R's is no problem for me. Polymorph upgrade at level 4 with the Unstable Anomaly, Reciprocate, Possession, Sudden Vengeance, percent damage, Hand of Freedom. Cassia does pick up the Plate of the Whale as Bad Benny pops Indomitable, trying to back away from the enemy Vault of the Wardens. And Theoden allows this Medivh to sneak away from that Scrollless Ceiling lockdown. Oh, enjoy the run, Crush. Good luck, bud. Well, Touch Gamble closes out with pretty big odds. Haunting Wave from Sarah. That Fen from Cassia came from just... Sylvanas was like up in Norway and Dino fended that all the way from like Italy. Just crossed the entire lane. Jesus. Alright, well, Malthael is going to work on this objective. We do have Emerald from your Deckard at level 7. Falstad is full auto attack build. Surge of Light for Cassia level 7 with that activation of after taking almost 1,000 damage with Avoidance active. Righteous Hammer onto Bad Benny. Malthael gets the Arcane Punisher. Bad Benny getting a little bit low. The healing debuff from Deckard does go out onto the enemies. Bad Benny is trying to back away. He gets a little bloodthirst. Yasuo has no potion in time. And Bad Benny taken down once again, but Malthael has the top lane wave pushed up. Minion wave not inspired. As Dehaka is going to try and put some pressure onto White Tiger. Gets the mark. Polymorphed immediately. Umbral Bind is going to apply to Dino and Dehaka, but they're like, cool. Theoden, we're trying to jump in on you anyways. Few pokes onto the fort here. Punisher getting a little bit low. The Evil. Divine Steed immediately mount up. Avenging Wrath in. Looking for the Righteous Hammer onto Yasuo, but is not going to be able to land the damage needed. The Evil is getting a little bit low. Dehaka jumps back in. Potion thrown down on the ground for Dehaka as they look to back away. Huge! Roger Cube, sorry, from the Deckard came, but it is going to be Malthael. He dove in. He was going to try and get like a massive Soul Rip. And he's unable to get any sort of kill from that one. Vault of the Wardens towards the end there, trying to avoid any Cassia splash damage. It wouldn't have hit the Medivh, but still. And level 7 for Brightwing, gonna go Sticky Flare. Enemy heroes hit by Arcane Flare have their movement speed slowed by 20% for 3 seconds, increased to the slow to 40% if they're hit by the center portion. You know what's a really good game to sink a lot of time into, Crush? Hades 2. Just saying. Everyone should be playing Hades 1 and 2. And if you're like, oh, I don't like those games are hard. There's a God mode. Play for the story. It's amazing. Go support good devs. Falstad doing his best to defend top lane fort gate. The enemy team is just railing through this. The next objective will be in the bottom, Frozen Punisher. It is Ball Lightning for the Cassia. Last right, stay while and listen. Gust and Warlord's Challenge. As the Ball Lightning goes out, bounces, but immediately broken by Brightwing. Medivh. Garrosh is here for the flank. Is there an Indomitable? Warlord's Challenge connects the Warlord's Challenge onto 2. Stay a while onto 4. Enemies. Gust into the corner is disgusting, but can they get the kills to take down the enemy? That's going to be Sylvanas able to use the Haunting Wave to back away. White Tiger with 201 HP is able to back off. Only 1 kill will be picked up, but man, that was a terrifying gust into the corner. Sidewalls and all are taken down. Malthael is managing to push 5 sappers, 2, 4, 5, into the fort in mid lane. In top lane, Bad Benny very low, gets the healing pathogen. Polymorph, Arcane Flare, another healing, sorry, potion, not pathogen. Auto attacks on a Dark Wolf will not be enough to take down the Tyrael. He has no well to tap, it looks like. Throws the Eldruin's Might in, gets a couple pulse heals from Brightwing. And that'll be the tail end of that engagement. Now, I did not look at when the last objective went down, but we gotta be really close to the announcement. Since they... Hades 2 haven't since they... Oh, gotcha. I was like, Hades 1 is 1.0. I misread. Sylvanas does go down. Falstad gets credit for the kill. Another gust into the wall. Stay a while and listen. Catching 3. Dino on the left side will be taken down by the Evil. Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile, just above, White Tiger picked off by the Falstad. Ardent Defender from Urel is active. Righteous Hammer. Wait! What? I heard last rites go out. The Righteous Hammer interrupted last rites? Are you serious? It didn't get put on a 10-second, but I heard the sound of... Oh my god. That's a new one for me. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Dark Wolf gets hit with the last rites, and Malthael goes down to Sylvanas. Falstad barrel rolls away. 16 on a gust as he gets hit with a containment disc, and that does stop his heroic cooldown as well. Falstad booped! And tiny little Falstad is going to be rocketed off of Swift Wing as that bottom lane objective is available. Ball Lightning did go out. Yeah, I was just reading this. Apply a Death Sentence on enemy hero that after 2... Wow, I thought I was about to read and find out that there was like a 0.5 second channel or something. I was 99% sure, and I was right with that. Stay while I'm listening for the Dicker Kane, capturing 3. Soothing Mr. Brightwing. Righteous Hammer on to Cassia. Ally Toss saves Dino's position. Groundbreaker onto Dark Wolf. Falstad flies back in. And the hammering auto attack build will be bolstered to 25 total stacks. 10 defenders, or skeleton, yeah, 10 skeleton defenders have already been cleared away. Another few more for Exodia stack on the right side. The Evil in top lane. Sylvanas as well, using the Haunting Wave to back away. Divine Steed from that level 7. Ura allows her to get out. And Falstad just waits for the wave to be pushed up a little bit. More possession from Sylvanas. Garrosh is going to discover Medivh. Little toss, Groundbreaker missing. Containment just goes out. No capture of the enemy. Camp is going to be leashed. Top lane, wave pushed up, inspired. Black Arrow from Sylvanas. They want to take down the fort. Malthael gets the objective. Man, I'm having deja vu of the first objective here, as I feel like the exact same thing happened. Top fort did go down, though, this time on the right side. Bottom fort getting smashed into by a minion wave and a Punisher. And we'll see. Yeah, it's going to lock down the structure. Cassia goes down. I apologize. I thought the disengage happened already. Malthael throws a shade out. Polymorph by Brightwing. Hit with a Righteous Hammer. Last Rites is off cooldown. Dayquaza gets thrown with 50 HP. The Evil tries to chase in, but is going to be taken down. Tyrael gets a... Oh, that's a good gust from Falstad to push them to the side. The mark goes out from Malthael. Potion from Decker Kane. Stay a while and listen. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. Bad Benny gets a Blood Craze. Malthael's right here. Is there a Last Rites into Serenity? There is absolutely. Reckety chases on to Theoden. And the Spirit of Vengeance. Does Falstad have any gap closer? Bad Benny getting dismounted. Fly! Flight! Rackety! Okay, no, they're just going bottom. Okay. I thought Rackety was literally flying in for the Medivh. I was like, this is ballsy, but okay. Gets more damage on the bottom keep. Almost takes it down. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, with the minion wave available, Exodia stack pushes onto the fort.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
2 forts go down. Malthael heads to the top lane, and Falstad starts working on a bottom lane Impaler camp. 14 regeneration globes picked up by the Tyrael. You got 30 stacks on the Falstad. 2 last rites for the Malthael. That's 5 seconds off the timer, so 60-second cooldown currently. Cassia getting right side Impaler. Garrosh working on the left. A few potions set up as well. A decent 2-level lead is formed with the experience, or the talent tier advantage on the right side of Exodia stack as well. Not a bad start on this map number 1 of this 3-map series, as they're going to be... Was that Bonk stat? Yeah, that was Bonk Ancient Blessings. I was like, wait, why is Urel not moving? Herodric stack, staff level 16. The Bonk, as I like to call it. Ball Lightning from Cassia. Last rites. Bye-bye! Sylvanas will take flight, and she'll be dead with Urel for the next 35 seconds. Urel down for 25. Impaler camp pushing into mid. The next objective will be Mortar Punisher in mid lane. Spirit of Vengeance is going to be thrown in. Oh my god, Theoden got read by Garrosh so quickly. Groundbreaker, a little NA lag. As a containment disc lands onto Cassia. That's a gust into the corner. Sanctification from the Tyrael will be utilized. But the mid lane wave has moved through the fort gate, or the keep gate, and now the major structure is being dropped rapidly to rubble. There's an Ancient Blessings again from the Decker Kane. Inspired minion wave with the Impaler camp. Is this a push to core? No, they're going to back off. Next objective will be pretty soon in the mid lane, and top lane needs to be dealt with. The big thing to mention for the side of DMW is they've got their level 16s. can contest the next objective on even talent tier. Cassia gets the last auto onto the fort in top lane. And it's a rapid gain of structures in favor of Exodia stack. Oh, Malthael over here. He's fine. He's got some allies around him. Bovine will. Wait, no, maybe he's not fine. He's not fine at all. I thought he was okay, and then just, whoa, goodbye, Brightwing. Stay a while into Warlords. Deckard gets credit for the kill. Gus from Falstead. There's a little bit of damage onto Bad Benny, and by a little bit, I mean a ton. Yasuo gets so very low, but will not be taken down. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas connect down to the enemies. Serenity goes in for the Haunting Wave. Potions thrown out from Deckard. Sylvanas is the one to go down in this moment, and I can't believe it. Dark Wolf should be the next one to be picked off. Are they moving in for core, or do they play for objective? Exodia stack with a 10 kill advantage and almost level 20. This is objective started and shall be won by Exodia. So, right side camp is grabbed. Dino works on Objective Pit, which is a Mortar Punisher, which, as I mentioned earlier, there's no keep available. And this should be 20 off the top lane wave for Falstead, from Falstead. Let's see. Titanic Might, Respect the Elderly. That's Malthael, not Throwing Shade. Final Curtain, because Throwing Shade is 4. Wind Tunnel, and Cassia with the Titan's Revenge. I mean, Ancient Blessings, it is. Activate Fortitude the Faithful to apply nearby ally heroes. Attacks for 8 seconds, causing them to deal additional 136 damage in an area and heal for 197 for each hero hit. Punisher jumps up towards top lane. Cassie already working on core shielding. Punisher is not distracted by the top lane keep and starts wailing away. It is looking like a level 20 10 kill advantage. Ball lightning from Cassie coming out. Falstead flies in, looking for the wind tunnel up against the wall to guarantee more kills. Reckety Noob says, "I am a sub, but I want to pull my weight," and is coming through on this Falstead. GG, well played. It is Exodia stack with map number 1 victory here in our final 3-map series of the day in Meta Madness Group Stage Day 2. Alrighty, everybody, we are here ready to go into map number 2 of today's third 3-map series. On the left-hand side, it is going to be DMW, and on the right, it will be Exodia stack, or ES for short. We got a Twitch prediction for all of you, and let's go ahead and see who's going to be victorious here in map number 2. Now, if this is another victory for Exodia stack, that does not mean we're done for the day. We still have one more map after this. We are guaranteed 9 maps today, and we're currently in map number 8. Lucio will be continually banned out. Exodia stack, we'll see what they want to get into. This is going to be the first pick priority chosen by the losing side of DMW, and Exodia stack are like, all right, cool, we'll go to Dragonshire. The big question is, will Dino play Phoenix on Dragonshire? This is the one map where we've seen Dino play Phoenix back in CCL, in other tournaments. This is a very common Phoenix map for Dino, so we'll see if he goes into that. I have seen them literally take Planet Cracker and fire it just to interrupt someone channeling the Dragonite. So we'll see if that's the direction they go into. But either way, we still got a lot of draft ahead of us. Let's see what this is going to be for bans. Gonna see a target ban and a Tracer, so just force Dino into something else. Did play Cassia last game and did win. Cassia has a 50% win rate today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Cassia has a 50% win rate today. She's been played twice. She was not played in the first series at all, but she was played in the second series. Crush voted against her and was correct with that. And last game, it was a Dino Cassia, so Dino can make almost any auto attacker look like S tier. It's like, you know, Bad Benny can make any hero look amazing. I remember I casted Bad Benny in Heroes Lounge Division 1 Plus or something. And he took Valla, Creed of the Hunter on, I believe it was Infernal Shrines, and he had his 300 stacks at 12 minutes something. That's why when people are like, well, but Bad Benny takes Laws of Hope on Johanna, Bad Benny's the only one that can make anything look good in Heroes. So, like, that's like, that'd be like Rich during HCC. Like, Rich could take whatever he wanted and any talents, and everyone would be like, yep, yep, that, don't question it. So anyways, Rexar first pick on the left-hand side. I do like their Rexar for the solo lane here. We don't see it very often. There's a conversation about Kira into Rexar. She can be a little punishing. I do like the Kerrigan aggression out the gate with the Anubarak. That is flare in the sky, lights on the billboard. We are going dive. This is a dive composition out the gate. We are going to run at your face, and we are going to try and kill you many a times very quickly. Malfurion, Chromie, Tracer, Lucio all banned away with the Rexar solo. They could just pick up a healer and tank and then flex the rest of their draft. So they will pick up Diablo, Rhaegar, and then they'll flex the rest of this draft with whatever they want to pick after the mid-ban phase, which works out pretty well, I think. Let's see. Alright. Twin Blades Varian with Shatter Throw 13, right? So there's a lot of shielding already on the right side, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I really don't know what you want to ban here, right? Unless you have some insider knowledge on what the players like to go for. It's kind of there's a lot of different things to consider. Lunara will be removed. Wisp vision is really nice. Mobility is pretty good. She does have that abolish magic as well at level 13. Ban-wise on the left. Rhaegar was picked on the left side. I'm trying to think of, like, other diving healers. It's going to be a Samuro target ban. You know what I'd really like to see from Exodia stack? I don't think we're going to get it, but if they are going to go into this dive-heavy comp, I'd love for them to go a Karazim. We don't get a lot of Karazim, but if you're going dive, I feel like it'd just be a nice, I wouldn't say supplement, but it would be a nice addition on Dragonshire. Greymane hasn't been played in the series. They could actually legit go Greymane. So it is, as I said, it is going to be dive-heavy composition. Yo, what's up, Gidrill? How you doing, bud? Hopefully your Sunday is treating you well. Hopefully Sunday's treating everybody well. Unfortunately, I didn't get to cast yesterday. I had no internet. My internet went out. Who bans Samuro in 2020 anyways? I know, Stark, right? Literally, I was actually texting a neighbor. The internet went out yesterday at 4 a.m. I woke up at 4:30 yesterday. And then it came back at, like, this time yesterday. It came back at, like, 10:30-ish or something. And at that point, I was like, I'm not booting up stream for like, 1 to maybe 2 maps. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to be salty and angry, so. I did play, like, 5 hours of Hades yesterday, so that was nice, but. Kael'thas Thrall with the Rhaegar, Diablo, Rexar, and Tyrande to round this out. I think Exodia stack has such a stellar draft. I love everything about Exodia stack's draft. It's just mean. It's got so many teeth. So many teeth and claws. I'm just now noticing that Chen has like a tiny little tooth coming out from his mouth. It's adorable. Anyways, let's get into the game. Just made food with Pal. Nice. Well, enjoy your food, and you are just in time for map number 2 in this 3-map series. Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thanks for the redemption. Oh, and this tea is steeped long enough so I can throw out the bag. I don't know why my mouse is doing this. Let's start on the left-hand side of the map, as this is going to be DMW. Serenity playing Rexar. Theoden on that Thrall. White Tiger is going to be your Kael'thas. You got a Dark Wolf Diablo. The evil is that Rhaegar, and Misha, of course, played by Misha. Right side of the map, gonna be seeing Exodia stack, or ES for short, up in this 3-map series. It is Dehaka, Chen, Reckety Noob, which is the sub for Hazu on the gray main, Dino playing your Kerrigan, Yasu, Tyrande, and Bad Benny on a Nubrak. Now, Tyrande, first Sentinel of the game from Yasu, does it hit? Sentinel gets the hit onto Rexar. GG, well played. Goodbye, Misha. Immediate deletion into her from Kerrigan combo. Oh, I appreciate you, LaFasia. Thanks, bud. I wasn't in like a really good mental place because of the internet issues, so I was like, you know what, let's just not. Kerrigan's still chasing on a Dark Wolf over here, by the way. Huntress mark applied, cleanse from Rhaegar, but here comes a Nubrak with a Burrow Charge, Impale, and Tyrande gets credit for the kill as they seal away this camp. No cleanse on DMV's chain. I mean, Tyrande has, I forget the level, the name of the talent. Hold on one second. Tyrande does have the, level 13, isn't it? No, 16, the Celestial Attunement. So you have this at level 16. That's nice. You do have Rhaegar Purge, but, I'm hoping that we see Purification level 7. I think Rhaegar is going to need it pretty bad. Alrighty. I also have Purifying Brew at level 20. A Nubrek's Burrow Charge is an unstoppable, so... but yeah, there's really nothing to kind of deal with CC until maybe level 16. Wandering Keg can be a cleanse. No, bottom lane, neutral currently. Rexar Misha holding the top lane up against the Chen. Chen does have the channel for the moment. He's going to fly and kick in. They actually get the channel of the Dragonite from Bad Benny in mid lane already. Wow. I missed Bad Benny on the minimap, sitting ready to go in mid lane, but Chen delays, or at least holds it neutral up against the Rexar Misha. Diablo with a Fire Stomp out into the enemies. A few autos from Reckety. Yeah, exactly, Stark, exactly. I was like, Tyrande has a cleanse at level 16. For a second, I thought it was at level 13. And then I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not right. So, Dragonite mid lane opens up Fort Gate. Dragonite moves into top lane with a Chen. Little Keg Smash on the ground. Savage Charge kicks the Thrall away. As he did go and do Frostwolf Pack level 4. 2 of the 6 stacks on that one already. Hunter-Gatherer for the Rexar Misha. 2 of 25. Yeah, 25. And Kerrigan works on those sharpened blades. 20 of the 75 stacks for her. Dragonite phasing is really short. I believe like 5 minutes in game time is when the next Dragonite will be available for contest. It's a really short cooldown from when the Dragonite goes down to the next contestable points. Hey, you know, honestly, Gidril, there was some games, especially during CCL, where literally a team was losing until level 16, and then they get 16 and they actually start winning. So there are chances. That'll be Kael'thas going down. A really good one that lives like rent-free in my brain. Justin called it, literally. I think it was like an Infernal Shrines game. There was a Hanzo and the draft, and Justin was literally like, this draft will struggle until they get level 16. Hanzo will go Giant Slayer, and then they start winning the game. And literally, that's what happened. Until level 16, every fight was a loss, every objective was a loss. But then they got that 16, Hanzo Giant Slayer came online, and they bodied. There's a reason Justin was one of the best analysis we ever had in CCL, in my opinion. Dino on this Kerrigan low gets some assimilation shields. Living Bomb applied. Kael'thas is the one to be taken down. Thrall does get credit for this kill into Kerrigan, as Diablo has no target to Shadow Charge onto. Oh, true, Stark. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That is true, yeah. One of the few that removes silences. Purification has values. If Purification removes slow, stun, root, or silence effect from an ally, heal them for 301. Using Purge on an enemy hero, dealing up to 452 damage to shields and reducing healing received by 40% for 2 seconds. That Purification onto Kerrigan could be huge. Well, we had McIntyre as an analyst one season as well. 1 or 2 seasons, I can't remember, honestly. Burrow Charge onto the Evil. Cocoon following that up. Flame Strike underneath to try and break them out a little bit faster. This Dragonite will go over to the right side of Exodia's deck. They're going to look for White Tiger, but no. All right, so Siege Giants in bottom. Molten Flame from the Dragonite to clear them out, as well as the minion wave, and then push their own wave up onto the fort. Rexxar Misha still holding top lane, and this is going to be Nubrak diving in deep. We do have Gravity Lap, Shadow Charge, a lot of pressure onto Bad Benny. Bad Benny is like, I'm cool, dude. Kerrigan ravages back, tries not to spread the Living Bomb over to Yasuo. Savage Charge kicks the Thrall away. Yeah, because I believe Season 1 was Grubby, Doa, I. Season 2 was Grubby, I, and Mac. And then Season 3 and 4, I believe, was Grubby, Justing, and I.
That beast is not my beloved.
I believe that was it, because I think we only had 4 seasons of CCL. Boards unleashed by Rexxar Misha. Sundering coming up from Thrall. There's a Wandering Keg Dancer back into that Sundering displacement. Chen gets a couple bonks and will be able to roll away. Crush. Yeah, exactly, Stark. Justing is a fun combo of 3-head and 5-head brain. Yeah. If Blizzard were to be like, hey, Bahamut, we need a third person for analysis for BlizzCon, 200% Justing.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
I would love to work with Justing again. Such a fun kid. Person. Lunar Flare to follow up Kerrigan's combo in, and that's going to be a Burrow Charge Impale. Starfall from Tyrande. Thrall does go down, Wandering Keg pushing people around. The Evil lunges onto the point. The Lightning Breath from the Diablo is coming through as well. The camp does get picked up by Exodia stack. Dark Wolf so very low. Misha goes down. Diablo Souls expended. And what is the call with this camp? Are they just going to leave it? Objective phase is up in 30 seconds. We didn't talk about heroics, as it is Lightning Breath, Phoenix, Ancestral, Sundering, and boards for the Rexxar. We do have Cocoon, Curse Bullet, Starfall, Wandering Keg, and Ultralisk. I agree, LaFacio. That was like my favorite 2 people to work with.
Control both shrines, and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
Yeah, happy memories, and that's how I keep them. Kerrigan with a nice Ravage into the Impale. The Primal Grasp doesn't do anything, but Dark Wolf has just been locked down as the Phoenix from Kael'thas is thrown in. Greymane rolls back with the Disengage. Still has that Inner Beast active. The Wandering Keg from Chen pushing people around. Burrow Charge in from Nubrak. Kerrigan goes down, but so will that Rhaegar. We're all throwing back a few roots. He did finish up the Frostwolf back. Flying kick in from Daquaz. Living Bomb will expire. It is going to be Harsh Moonlight level 13 for the Tyrande, by the way, as the Burrow Charge lands and the Impale to follow it up. Greymane with the Living Bomb active is like, I don't care, I'll lunge in. Maybe I get this kill. And White Tiger, burning, will be taken down by Chen. To be honest, Crush, I never read Twitch chat during CCL. My Twitch chat was always closed. I refused to watch, I refused to look at Twitch chat during CCL. I didn't care if someone had the rudest thing or the nicest thing to say to me. My focus was on my job. I did it, like, back during Tespa Collegiate Series. I read Twitch chat a couple times, and then I realized I was like, this doesn't help my casting at all, so I stopped pretty quickly on that. I don't care. I don't need to see someone talk shit about me when they've never casted or streamed in their life, you know? Shadow Charge from Diablo lands into this Chen. Shadow Savage Charge kicks away the Rhaegar. Curse Bullet landing into, I believe, Dark Wolf right there. Dragonite expires. Dino inside. Continues to get a few autos on the keep as they round their way to the low side of this bottom lane. And it seems like it's going to be a disengage from Exodia stack. DMW. Well, they'll actually go for a pull onto Diablo as well as the Misha. Living Bomb applied, Lightning Breath from Diablo activated, the Crystals from the Kerrigan will be activated. Dino so very low, gets a few heals as well as that Elun's Chosen mark. Greymane lunges into the Rexar who was displaced by a Wandering Keg. Dark Wolf is going to get hit with the Lunar Flare. Charge from Nubrak finds its way into White Tiger. Ancestral will be applied. The keep defenses, they do nothing. Greymane taken down by Rhaegar's lunge. Chen still brawling against the Thrall on the left-hand side. And the bottom lane keep does go down. Bad Benny starts working on mid keep. Next Dragonite phase is going to be announced in just a moment, but a minion wave moving in through mid. This could be double keep. Sundering from Thrall to push back a few of the enemies. Diablo is back in the mix. Hunter-Gatherer for Rexar completed just now. Diablo is back on full souls. Actually, that's beautiful timing. Bottom lane wave is crashing on the core. Catapult working on shielding. Boars unleashed by the Rexar to try and close the distance. Misha charge into the Chen as he gets a Wandering Keg. Pushes back a few of the enemies. Sentinel from Tehran to throw him back into Dark Wolf. And it is going to be that a Celestial Attunement, by the way, as we were talking about. Light of Elun removes stuns, silences, and slows from its target. I just realized I didn't even look at Twitch chat the entire time I was in Germany doing Nations Cup. I don't think I opened up Twitch chat one time that entire tournament because I was there watching the games. Like, I don't need Twitch chat. I'm here to hang out with people and see what's going on. Alright, more Sentinels thrown out from the Tyrande. Firestorm build continues at 13-16 for the Diablo. Kael'thas does have the level 16 Ignite now. We have Colossal Totem as well. Or sorry, Earth Grasp Totem as well. Alpha Wolf, Feign Death. A little Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Dragonite is available to channel on the side of Exodia stack. DMW lurking around to deny. That's a Shadow Charge, but it's met by an Impale. Bad Benny Reed is on point. Chen still pushes a wave up in bottom. Top lane wave is crashing towards the keep gate. Here's the issue for DMW. The enemy team is about to tick into level 20. And I'm assuming that's when Exodia stack goes for the throat. Or is going to call for the fight. Kerrigan finds Diablo. Anubrek finds a few of the enemies. Burrow Charge from Diablo, or from Anubrek. Psionic shift in from Kerrigan. Lightning Breath, the Ancestor healing. Not enough onto Kael'thas. Thrall goes down as well. Misha to be the next one to fall. It is going to be Purifying Brew, that Psionic shift. We actually see the Starfall upgrade with the Celestial Wrath. This is I believe Reckety Noob is the one that jumped inside the dragon as they're playing Greymane. Chen flying kicks through the keep. They'll take down the keep regardless. Chen working on the minion waves of the Siege Giants to get damage onto core. And Trader King for a Nubrek blunderbuss on the Greymane. But that doesn't matter because looks like the members of DMW are going to be taking a loss on map number 2, which we're not done streaming, by the way. We still have one more map. This is a 3-map series. But Exodia stack with a 2-0 in their 3-game series this morning. GG, well played. All right, we're getting ready for the final map of the day. This is the last round of ads, and the last time I'll mention that we do have 19 subs till our goal. We're hoping to hit that 420 goal before the end of today, because hitting the goal would be a nice little sort of pip on the end of the week. Sorry, not pip, a nice cap to the end of the week. A nice cherry on top of what a fun week we've had. Viewer day, 12-hour stream, Corsair thing. Oh man, it's been a great week. I did miss yesterday, but still, it's been a very fun week of games and such. But either way, we'll pay out the people, we'll roll out some ads, and get ready for the final map of the day. See you after the ads, or I'll see you after I switch the screen to my face. The ads have been concluded. We are ready to go into our final map of the day. We're heading into Sky Temple. Yeah, I still need to get that last trinket. Exactly. Typo, to be honest, I read trinket the first time. I read trinket initially, and then when you said typo, I was like, oh, you wrote trunket. Let's get into it. Sky Temple. This is going to be map choice coming out from Exodia stack as the losing side of DMW opted in for first pick priority. Lucio banned away. After we finish this ban phase, there are going to be 35 heroes unavailable for this map. Between the bans and the previous heroes played, as well as the baseline tournament 11 heroes removed. Chromie, Lucio to be taken out. Chunk is it is. I don't know why it makes me giggle, but yeah. Alrighty, what do we got? What do we got bans? Samuro's available. This is a very good Abathur map. I'd love to see a team go for an Abathur composition, realistically. That is a target ban that I was not expecting, but it does make sense, as I was mentioning earlier. We do see Dino play Phoenix here and there. Phoenix base kit, great. His heroics are just poo-poo butts, in my opinion. Like, Phoenix can run down heroes. Like, his auto attack build, his sustained auto attack build is not bad at all. It's just, I hate his heroics with a passion. Varian to be removed as well. Okay, so what do we have for tanks? I think... Oh, they're gonna first pick the Tracer away from Exodia stack. Okay, no Varian. Tank-wise, Arthas is up. Actually, I really like the idea of an Arthas here. He's great for the brawl around the objective phasing. Syndragosa is a really good extra push tool outside of objective phasing too. Howling Blast Root. You also have an auto attack speed debuff, which is a nice way to pressure onto the Tracer. I think she outranges it. We're gonna get an ETC. I'm hoping ETC doesn't go block stacks at 1. I mean, it is 75% debuff, but Tracer has 8 attacks per second, so that'll just eat through block party. But granted, block party could block a couple of those autos, and that could be the defensive measure you need. I don't know. I personally like the Guitar Hero with the hammer on at 1 and 7, and then I really like Crowd Surfer 4. I've been falling in love with Crowd Surfer level 4 through ARAMs and stuff. But Li Ming was picked up as well with that ETC. Malfurion, Muradin, Tracer. It's a pretty standard combo together. Tell us how you really feel about Phoenix. I can't do that. It costs about 19 subs. You thought it was a first pick Valier for a second? You know what? I see what you mean. I can see the model in my head. Yeah, they're very close. First pick Tracer. It's at 8 attacks per reload?
It is time.
Wait, really? Because when I click on the thing, it says attacks per second 8. So that's why I was thinking it was... Is there like some weird thing with Tracer and how she does her attacks? Or are you just trolling me and I just fell for it? Leaving ETC Zool with an Uther as well. Okay. Might see a holy cow in this game. And then they can just flex this last pick into whatever they're really feeling. Tracer, Malfurion, Muradin. Is there any Samuro play from either side? Is there any Abathur? Abathur Tracer is not too bad. you know, grab a solo laner here, grab an Abathur.
Finally.
Isn't it dangerous to first pick Tracer? You just take CC click, or Varian ban kind of enables it. I mean, Varian isn't like it's the same sort of conversation of Diablo into Garrosh. Like it's like if one team drafts Diablo and the other team drafts Garrosh, it doesn't mean like, oh man, Diablo can't do anything. But it is one of those situations where like Tracer can get punished pretty effectively by drafting it early. But I mean, also if you're just a very good Tracer, that doesn't really matter, kinda. Like like for example, like Mockery. Mockery used to always say like drafting a variant doesn't mean like I'll lose this Tracer sort of situation. It is punitive. It is considered a counter, but yeah. I recall it's 8 per clip, but takes more than a second. Okay, we're gonna look at it when we get into game. But I'm very curious about the Tracer stuff because at least in-game stats dictate and say that Tracer has 8 attacks per second. So we'll take a look here after we do the introductions. But final game of the day, everyone. Get your gambles in. There's a whole whopping 8 channel points from Stark on Exodia stack. Can anyone match that whopping 8 channel points? I know it's a big one.
I would prepare for your
So, right side of the map is Exodia stack. ES, Reckety Noob on your Imperious, the Stabby Daddy. You've got your Yasu Uther, Dino Li Ming, Dequaza is your Zul, and Bad Benny on that ETC. Left side of the map is going to be the crew of DMW looking for a 1-map victory in this 3-map series for at least a point up against Exodia stack, the Evil, playing Deathwing. You've got your Dark Wolf Muradin. It is going to be Theoden, Malfurion, White Tiger, Alarak, and Tracer to be played by Sereny. So yeah, it says attacks per second 8. Tracer can basic attack while moving, and after attacking 10 times, she needs to reload for 0.75 seconds. So yeah, that's, I mean, this is the information I have, but if chat has better or more clear information on that one, by all means, please. Stormbolt lands onto Bad Benny. The Telekinesis tries to pull them into tower shots. Alarak looks for a little bit more damage. Does go into the Extended Lightning level 1. You've got your Dwarf Block Muradin, Dragon Soul for the Deathwing. It is a Malfurion Emerald Dreams and Tracer with the Tracer rounds. As there's a small stun on the Dark Wolf over here. I was peering into bottom lane. Thought Dark Wolf was going to get taken down. The splash of the Arcane Orb is not enough. Down to 300-something HP. As Zul goes into Backlash level 1, ETC Proc Rock. You've got your Force Armor Li Ming, Burn the Imperious, and Silver Touch on the Uther. Wiki says 10 shots per clip, 0.8125 seconds to reload. Effective attack speed is 5.16 average shots per second. Oh, okay, thank you. So the average is look, we can just say 5. We can just round for ease and say 5. White Tiger with a little bit of pressure applied will not be taken down. By the way, the max sadism right now for Alarak is 120. If he completes the level 1 quest, he will get that 10 sadism back. There is a level 7 talent, which could reduce the sadism permanently. We'll see if he goes into that. Zul is going to be going into his Jailers, level 4. Li Ming is going to pick up her Charge Blast at level 4 as well. We don't see this very often, but it might just be a full Magic Missile build for the Li Ming. Typically, we at level 4 we see the Triumvirate, but it seems like Dino wants to go for this Magic Missile build. Oh, Holy Shock for the Uther. I love the new Talon icon. I don't know why. Also, good to see you, Killer. Good to see you, Jericho. Good to see you, Kel. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us during this these games. It's been a really fun day of casting. Really good conversations and games. Bone Prison onto the Muradin. He tries to Dwarf Toss the side ETC with a little bit of pressure here and there. 9 regeneration glows for the ETC. As he is going to be going into Speed Metal level 4. So it's going to be a lot of utility ETC. We'll see what he picks up at level 7. Onslaught in from the Deathwing. He is in Destroyer form. Does also have the Heat Wave level 7. Or level 4, sorry.
My magic flows.
First objective phase and second scripted. First being top and center. Second being singular in the bottom. Little telekinesis pressure onto Rekity New, but it seems for the time being that Exodia Sec will hold mid. Dragonite, sorry. That's going to be Deathwing in top lane, holding this North Shrine. Buh. Still got Dragonshire terminology in my brain. Power slide through the Tracer. Arcane Orbs landing. Pulse Bomb on ETC, but his armor mitigates 25 of that damage. That's a swipe from the Guardian. Celestial Charge from Rekity. Bad Benny's in position to try and body block, but Bad Benny getting a little bit low. Needs some power slide to the side. White Tiger is taken down by the Imperius. And that'll be a second kill over the side of Exodia Stack as our Twitch Gamble closes out here after you hear me talk about it. Or before you hear me talk about it. Okay, well, last shot's going to mid-fort and take it down to like 10%, or no, maybe 5%. A couple minions here as well, get a few more shots in. ETC, I don't think he goes in for that. Zul could potentially just step up with the skeletal. No, I don't think it's that low, is it? 539? Nah, Spectral Scythe would not be enough. I think those are at like 300 right now. 260. Telekinesis misses. Bone Prison went onto somebody just below. It was the Muradin. Pulse Bomb onto ETC, but once again, his armor mitigating some of that incoming damage. It is going to be Applied Force, by the way, for the Alarak. This is that sadism talent I was telling you guys about. Reduce sadism permanently by 10, but you have telekinesis pushing 15% further and has a 20% increased range. A lot of control from that, but it is going to be a level lead formed in favor of Exodia Sec. Stun into Celestial Charge. A Root from Malfurion zones the enemies. A Stormbolt from Dark Wolf connects onto this Imperius, and that'll be Muradin able to get the Dwarf Toss to safety. Zul clearing out the Siege Giants in bottom. Looks like you got a little bit of pressure onto the gate as well. This is going to be second objective, as I mentioned, in the bottom lane. And Zul will just chill, waiting for the wave to get pushed up a little bit from Tracer. Imperius still soaking top lane. And there's the announcement of that objective. Bone Prison onto Serenity. Activates Recalls. There's stun from Uther. Power Slide from ETC. Root from Malfurion is pretty good. Pulse Bomb lands on a Bad Benny. A couple mini stuns onto Bad Benny as well from that Muradin. Telekinesis is also going to connect, and the cow is cooked. We got some burn ends for lunch today, everybody, as this is Daquaza getting a Divine Shield from Uther, looking to step back in. The Celestial Charge connects, and that'll be Malfurion taken down by Zul. Imperius still trying to step in. Dino with 70 HP taken down by an Alarak Telekinesis. He'll be abducted by the Sky Suplex. Cleanse onto Imperius, but he's looking to back away, and Imperius will fall to the Alarak. Pulse Bomb onto Yasu! And a few good kills come through on the side of DMW. Believers for DMW got to be feeling pretty happy about that one. They are a little bit behind in structures, but heroic-wise, we got Bellowing Roar, Counter-Strike, Sticky Bomb, Tranquility, and Avatar. Mosh Pit on the right-hand side, but there is, oh, never mind, just kidding, ha ha ha. Tower Shots and Li Ming do get the kill. Okay. Last shots of the bottom bell tower fire into the fort gate. Dino's got a wave pushed up. Magic missiles and such will take down the tower. Inspired minion wave pushes up a little bit. A few more magic missiles thrown in. It is Calamity level 7, by the way. No Seeker. Skeletal Mages. The Stormbolt connects. The Telekinesis. The dive is going to be good. And now Wrath of Angiers pulls Malfurion. Stormbolt lands into Rekity Noob, and that is Imperius getting a Divine Shield just in time. Muradin's the one to go down. Theoden is going to fall as well. Tracer gets picked off by Li Ming in the bottom lane. And now White Tiger with 95 sadism avoids the Celestial Charge, gets a small combo. Telekinesis does not go the right way. Deathwing using Onslaught, trying to get on out of here. As ETC Li Ming continue to push bottom lane. Celestial Charge around the corner. There's no CC, but the damage is still there. Onslaught to back away. And Cataclysm was on a 10-second cooldown still, or less than that. But either way, Deathwing goes down, and a few later game kills, or I guess mid-game kills, come out in favor of Exodia stack. Is there a call for boss at this time? The John Cena emote is good. Power Slide finds Malfurion. 4 seconds on a mosh pit as Malfurion root does go down. It is Encore level 13 for ETC. There's a Bone Prison from Zool onto Muradin. Rock is done. And there will not be any follow-up. No boss to be grabbed, but the temple phasing is available, mid and bottom, for the third objective of this map, number 3. Moshpit, Alarak, and the Tracer, but the root from Malfurion interrupts. Skeletal Mage is coming down. Deathwing on the right side. ETC is going to power slide with 15 HP, but taken down by Tracer. Cataclysm in. White Tiger in. Oh, White Tiger is still going to be taken down by the Imperius. Wrath of Angiris was interrupted by, I believe, a stun of the Muradin. It is on a 1-second cooldown, but Rackety Noob will fall after the Celestial Charge goes out. Li Ming takes down Deathwing. A bloodbath here, but it's 7-11 in kills. A 4-kill difference as Dehaka has a nice wave push up onto Fort, inspired. And Uther will start getting shots, and those will go to top lane Fort as well. They'll maneuver into mid lane if he's able to get the sustained duration of this. And Stormbolt misses onto Dino. Guardian pushes to the side, Pulse Bomb misses. Li Ming tries to blink to the side, making sure they're getting some of that spell armor to avoid. Sorry, magic missiles to avoid the Pulse Bomb spell damage. My gosh. Yeah, magic missiles, not blink. Deathwing drops down from the sky. Dehaka gets a little wave of light. And it is top and bottom Fort still remain for Exodia stack. DMW, if they get this objective, they might be able to take down both. Oh no, mid Fort's still up. I completely didn't even see that on the minimap. My gosh. It's like it's 90% of the game or something. Alarak Counter-Strike activates. Celestial Charge over the wall into White Tiger. A root comes down from Malfurion, putting Imperius to sleep. The bellowing roar into a silence from Alarak. Tranquility, telekinesis to the side. Rackety Noob, so very low. Muradin wants the kill, but he gets stunned mid-air with his avatar active. The Wrath of Angiris, the mosh pit from ETC gets nothing. A cleanse onto ETC as Bad Bounty looks to book it out of here. The evil is taken down. Tracer falls as well. White Tiger trying to avoid some of the incoming poke damage from Dino. And Zool has a wave pushing up and bottom, by the way. And I'm assuming he'll go to objective. ETC holds mid. Mid shots on a mid keep. Bottom shots on a bottom keep. Boss has started as well. Oh, is that LaFacia? Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. So bottom still has a few temple shots available, actually more than 50%. Boss is grabbed. It's a 7-kill difference, 7-14. Siege Giants are also grabbed with this boss as well through bottom. This could be a game-winning push in favor of Exodia stack. God, I love that. I love that. That's... Drax from Guardians is probably my favorite character. Celestial Charge looks for the Tracer, misses. Stormbolt lands, telekinesis into Discord Strike, a cleanse onto Bad Benny as a root from Malfurion zones for a moment. Wrath of Angiris pulls the Muradin back into the Living Arms. ETC power sliding into the Alarak, uses telekinesis to get to safety. Muradin and Alarak go down. ETC setting up a little bit of that pressure. Deathwing clearing out mid. And bottom lane boss with 50%. Moving in towards core. It looks like Exodia stack, they want to make this a quick and clean 3-0. Another kill into Malfurion. Deathwing falls as well. GG's is called. No Tracer kills, so no Finland, but that is a quick 3-0 for the members of Exodia stack. And here's the thing. They're not even at full power. They have Exodia's left arm, left leg, head, right arm, but they had a sub of Wreckety Noob. This isn't even full Exodia power. They had, like, a Pot of Greed is the last one. Well, that feels rude to Wreckety Noob. But credit where it's due, Wreckety Noob came in and did such a good job today. Credit where it's due, the Imperious play, everything Wreckety did today. The Falstead in map number 1 was absolutely outstanding. I think they played the Greymane in map number 2. Yeah, the Dragonshire was Greymane. Wreckety did such a good job as a sub. Kudos to them. Very well played. All right, let's pay out the people. The members of Exodia Stack did win map number 3. Let's pay that out. Yeah, I didn't like Guardians 2. I didn't like Guardians 2 very much. I thought Guardians 2 was kind of boring.